Hey, have you ever seen fireflies blink in perfect rhythm? Like they're not just glowing, they're doing flash dance moves in sync. It's like a nature DJ with a light show and zero beats. You know how sometimes your phone syncs with your Spotify? Well, fireflies are like the original TikTok influencers, but with bioluminescence and no internet. Turns out it's not about romance or coolness, it's about survival. Like imagine being a firefly in the jungle, flash too much you get eaten. Flash just right, you get noticed by the right people. So they flash in sync to confuse predators and attract mates. It's like a coordinated group project, but with light and zero deadlines. And here's the kicker, they don't even know they're doing it. It's like your brain automatically adjusting your breathing without you thinking about it. Just glowing. So what exactly are we talking about? Let me get this straight. Fireflies flash like they're sending Morse code, but with more glitter and less patience. Yeah, that's the vibe. They are not just glowing in the dark. They are doing this flash thing on purpose, like some kind of natural disco party. But not everyone's invited. Some fireflies are just spectators. And here's the kicker, some of them flash in perfect rhythm with each other. Like they're not just blinking, they're choreographing a flash dance. Who knew insects had a sense of style? But wait, how do they even know when to flash? It's not like they are wearing watches. They're just tiny bugs with a weird sense of timing. It's like they're doing a flash mob without any practice. So we're basically talking about fireflies that flash in sync like a group of people doing a flash mob, but with more light and less coordination. It's wild, it's weird, and it's totally awesome. So you're probably thinking, why should I care about fireflies flashing in sync? It's just some weird bug thing. Well, imagine if your whole squad of friends started doing the same dance at the same time. Wouldn't that be kinda cool? And now you're secretly like, I wish I had that kind of coordination. This isn't just some random bug doing a TikTok trend. It's actually a super smart way for fireflies to find mates without getting eaten. It's like a secret handshake that only they know, and it's way cooler than a flashlight in the dark. And here's the kicker. This kind of syncing is actually used in real life, like in some kinds of technology and even in medical devices. So yeah, you're secretly looking at the blueprint for some future cool gadget, and you didn't even know it. So next time you see a bunch of fireflies, you can impress your friends by saying, oh, they're doing a synchronized light show. It's like a bug version of a music video. And then you'll be the one who gets the weird looks, but hey, it's worth it. In the end, it's all about how nature has this amazing ability to do things that we can't even imagine. And honestly, it's kind of the best part of being alive, watching little bugs flash like they're in a movie, and thinking, I wish I could do that. So 100 million years ago, these fireflies were just like random flashing bugs. No rhythm, no style, just a bunch of bugs trying to be spooky. Then one day, like, a firefly got tired of being invisible. It started flashing faster, and guess what? Other fireflies started copying it because, hey, it's easier to find a friend than a meal. Over time, they started syncing up like a group of friends on a dance floor, but instead of dancing, they're doing a flash routine. It's like a firefly DJ set, but with light. Scientists think this syncing is like a secret language. They flash in patterns to say things like, hey, I'm available, or I'm not interested, thanks. So yeah, fireflies are basically ancient, glowing Instagrammers. They're flashing for attention, and it's been working for 100 million years. So fireflies flash in sync, like a group of disco balls trying to outshine each other. But they're not just being flashy, they're actually doing something super cool, like a secret handshake. It's like if your friends started clapping in time with your favorite song, but way more dramatic. They're basically saying, hey, let's all flash at the same time. But here's the twist, they don't all flash at the same time. They wait for each other to flash first, like a game of follow the leader but with light. So they're not just flashing for show. They're building a little light-up network, like a secret code that says, I see you, and I'm here for you. It's like if your friends all agreed to flash their flashlights at the same time, but way more magical and with better lighting. So imagine you're at a party, and everyone's trying to flash their phone lights in sync. But instead of a party, it's a bunch of fireflies, and instead of phone lights, they're using their tiny bioluminescent bulbs. It's like a flash mob, but with insects and no apps. These fireflies aren't just flashing randomly, they're doing it for a reason. Maybe they're trying to attract mates, or maybe they're just showing off. Either way, they need to stay in sync, like a group of people clapping at the same time. But how do they know when to flash? Well, they're not using a metronome or a phone app. They're using something even cooler, a natural rhythm that they've evolved to follow. It's like having a built-in clock that tells them when to blink. Each firefly is basically a tiny drummer, and they're all playing the same beat. But here's the twist, they're not all playing the same song. They're playing different songs, but they somehow still manage to stay in sync. It's like a group of people playing different music but still dancing together. So the setup is a bunch of fireflies all with their own little rhythm, but somehow they still manage to flash in time. It's like a group of people trying to clap in sync, but instead of clapping they're flashing. And somehow it works. So fireflies don't just flash randomly, they actually follow a kind of rhythm, like a metronome, but with light. It's like they're all on a dance floor and one person starts the beat. But here's the kicker, they're not all dancing to the same beat. Some are actually listening to each other, like a group of people clapping back and forth. It's like a game of tag but with light, and this glowing belly is controlled by a special chemical reaction. It's like mixing baking soda and vinegar, but way cooler, and it happens super fast, like a lightning bolt in your tummy. Now here's the twist. Some fireflies flash to attract mates and others flash to scare off predators. It's like a light show with a purpose, part party, part defense, and a whole lot of flashing. So in the end, fireflies are basically light-making, rhythm-obsessed social butterflies. They are like the party animals of the insect world, except they use light instead of glitter. Okay, so they flash, then they wait. But they don't just wait, they wait for each other to flash back. It's like a game of flashlight tag but with insects and a whole lot of patience. Imagine if your phone sent you a text, and you replied with a text, and then they replied to your reply. It's a loop, but it's very slow and very precise. This back and forth isn't random, it's like a secret code they all agree on. If one firefly messes up, the whole group might stop flashing, like if someone forgot the password to a group chat. And if you're a firefly who's not in on the flash code, you're basically a party crasher. The group ignores you, and you're left in the dark, like a human at a disco who forgot the dance moves. So it's not just about light. It's about timing, teamwork, and maybe a little bit of insect pride. You flash, they flash, and together you light up the night. So here's the real secret. Fireflies aren't just flashing for fun. They're actually doing something called synchronizing, which is like when you and your friend start clapping at the same time, but way cooler. This syncing happens because they're basically talking to each other using light. It's like a secret handshake, but with glowing bugs and no actual handshakes. But how do they know when to flash? Well, it's like a group project where one firefly starts, and then others follow, kind of like when you're in a line at the movies and everyone claps at the same time. The reason they do this is actually to attract mates or scare off predators. It's like a flash mob, but with insects and way more light. And here's the kicker. Scientists think they're actually using a kind of internal clock, like how you know when to eat dinner even if no one tells you. It's like your body's built-in flashlight. So imagine if your favorite disco ball got a little too into itself and started flashing at random. But instead of a disco ball, it's a bunch of fireflies, and instead of flashing, they're doing this coordinated light show. It's like the universe is playing a game of follow the leader, but with light and a little bit of magic. But here's the twist. They're not just copying each other, they're actually talking to each other in a language of light. It's like if you and your friend decided to use Morse code, but with blinking and a little bit of patience. And the best part, they don't need a phone or a Wi-Fi signal. They just use this natural language that's been around for millions of years. It's like if you could text your ancestors and they'd reply in blinking. So next time you see a group of fireflies, think of them as a squad of light-based communicators, doing their thing without any apps or distractions. Just a little bit of light and a whole lot of coordination. In the end, it's not about being the best at flashing, it's about being part of a synchronized dance that's been around since the dawn of fireflies. It's like the universe has a rhythm, and fireflies just happen to be the beat. So here's the thing, you think it's some fancy dance move, but it's actually just a tiny brain with a really good alarm clock. They're basically doing a countdown to flash at the same time. They don't even need to see each other, they just listen to the sound of the flashes through the air. Like a bat using echolocation, but with light instead of sound. It's like if your phone buzzed every time someone texted you, and you all started replying at the same time, but with light and no Wi-Fi. The brain isn't super complicated, but it's good enough to keep time with other fireflies, even if they're a few feet away. It's like a group project with no actual project, and if one firefly messes up, the whole group just keeps going, like a band playing a song with a soloist who's not on time. They just keep flashing until they sync back up. Okay, so I thought fireflies all flash in perfect sync because they're some kind of natural disco lights. But turns out, that's not how it works at all. They're not like a group of people trying to match a beat. Nope, it's more like they're all trying to be the leader. Some fireflies start flashing first, and then others copy them, like a chain reaction. It's like a group text where everyone's trying to be the first to reply. So it's not like they're all perfectly in sync, it's more like they're all trying to be the best flasher, and it's a chaotic, beautiful mess. Like a karaoke night where everyone's trying to sing the same song, but with different accents. So the idea that they all flash in perfect sync is a myth. They're not robots, they're insects with feelings, and they're just trying to flash their best. It's not a choreography, it's a spontaneous performance. So next time you see fireflies, don't assume they're all in sync. They're probably just having a flash party, and you're the guest of honor. So here's another myth. Fireflies flash in perfect sync because they're all trying to impress the same girl. No, really, that's not how it works. It's not a dating app, it's a whole different vibe. Think of it like a group of friends trying to clap in time. They don't do it to impress each other, they do it because they're all listening to the same beat. Or maybe they're just really bad at rhythm. It's not about romance or showing off, it's about communication. They use their flashes to signal to each other, kind of like a secret handshake in the dark. No dating, just teamwork. So next time you see a firefly party, don't assume it's a love fist. It's probably just a bunch of bugs trying to chat in the dark. Or maybe they're just bored. So you're probably wondering, why does this matter? Well, imagine if your phone had a group chat with your favorite emoji, and they all blinked in perfect rhythm. That's basically what fireflies are doing, but with light instead of emojis. It's like a secret handshake, but way cooler. This kind of syncing isn't just for fireflies. You've seen it in your favorite music videos, or when a group of people tap their feet to the same beat. It's like a silent agreement that says, we're all on the same page, even if we don't know it. And guess what? Your brain does this too. When you're watching a movie or listening to a song, your brain is syncing with the visuals and sounds, just like fireflies. It's how you feel the rhythm of a song without even realizing it. This syncing is everywhere, from the way your heart beats to the way your fingers tap along to a beat. It's like the universe has a built-in metronome, and you're just one of the notes in the song. So next time you see a bunch of fireflies or feel a beat in your chest, remember, you're not just watching a light show or feeling a rhythm. You're witnessing a natural, magical, and slightly weird form of communication that's been happening for millions of years. So here's the thing. I once tried to sync my own flashlight with a bunch of other flashlights at a party. It was like a tech version of the I Love You game. But I got so frustrated trying to match the rhythm, I ended up blinking like a startled raccoon. It was like trying to tap dance with a broken metronome. I kept messing up the timing, and the whole group started laughing at me like I was a human disco ball. But hey, at least I didn't get electrocuted. But here's the kicker, fireflies don't have to deal with party distractions or human drama. They just do their thing, and somehow it works out. Like a group of aliens doing a flash mob, but with more light and less drama. So next time you see fireflies, imagine them as a bunch of tiny, light-based hipsters doing a flash mob. No apps, no Wi-Fi, just natural rhythm and a whole lot of glitter. And if you're ever at a party and someone tries to sync their flashlight with you, just remember, you're not a firefly. You're a human with a flashlight, and that's okay. So here's the thing, fireflies aren't just flashing for fun. They're basically doing a flash mob, but with more light and less coordination. It's like if you and your friends tried to flash your phones in perfect sync at a party, but you all had to use only LED lights and no Wi-Fi. Now imagine if that flash mob got so intense, the whole forest was like, we can't handle this energy. That's basically what's happening when fireflies flash at extreme levels. It's like a light show that's also a superpower. The record for the most intense flash is like the firefly version of a rock concert. It's not just bright, it's like a whole bunch of tiny suns going off at once. It's the kind of flash that would make your eyes water, but in a totally cool way. Scientists say these extreme flashes are like a firefly's version of a spotlight. They're trying to grab attention, like when you're at a party and you want everyone to notice you, but instead of shouting, you just flash really hard. So next time you see a firefly flash, remember, it's not just a light show. It's a whole bunch of tiny superstars doing their thing, and sometimes they just crank it to 11. Who needs Wi-Fi when you've got a flash mob? Okay, so sometimes the fireflies get out of sync, like when you're trying to do a group dance and someone starts waltzing instead of disco. It looks like a total disaster, but it's actually just them being weird and not listening to the beat. It's like if your favorite band tried to play a song but everyone was on a different time zone. One member is playing jazz, another is doing classical, and the drummer is just randomly tapping their foot. It's a mess, but it's kind of funny. This mess can actually confuse other fireflies, who might think something's wrong with the group. Like when you're at a party and someone starts doing the Macarena in the middle of a jazz band. It's unexpected and a little awkward. But even in the chaos, some fireflies still manage to find their rhythm. Like when you're at a party and someone starts dancing the robot. It's weird, but it's also kind of cool. So even when things go wrong, the fireflies are still doing their thing. It's like life, sometimes you're on a beat, sometimes you're not, but you keep flashing anyway. So here's the catch, Fireflies are awesome, but they're also kinda drama queens. If you're not in the right group, you're just a flash in the pan. Imagine being at a party and you're the only one trying to dance. Everyone else is grooving, but you're just blinking. You're not a flash, you're a flicker. And if you're not in the group, you're just wasting energy. It's like trying to talk to a wall. You're flashing, but no one's listening. You're not a firefly, you're a light bulb in a dark room. So the downside is you need a group. If you're not part of the sync squad, you're just a flash in the dark. And that's not cool. But hey, if you're part of the squad, you're golden. You're not just flashing, you're part of a show. And that's pretty cool, honestly. So how did humans even figure out fireflies flash in sync? Well, scientists started noticing patterns in the wild, like a bunch of blinking lights in a forest. It was like a disco party, but with insects and no music. They thought maybe it's some kind of secret language or mating dance. But then they realized it's actually a way to avoid confusion, like when you're trying to talk to someone in a noisy room. To test it, scientists used cameras and computer programs to track the flashes. It's like using a time-lapse camera to watch a firefly dance, but way more intense. They even did experiments where they made fake fireflies and saw if real ones would sync with them. It's like trying to teach a parrot to sing along with you, but with light. Eventually, they realized it's a form of communication, kind of like a flash mob, but with bugs and no choreography. It's wild, but that's how we figured it out. So the next time you see fireflies, remember, they're not just blinking, they're having a secret conversation in the dark. And honestly, it's kind of cool.